Comes at Night is the latest film from director Trey Edward Schultz, whose acclaimed directorial debut Krisha I caught earlier this year. I know it was on Amazon Prime. Hope it still is. If you have it, check it out. It's a very wonderfully made, low-budget film. What I really enjoyed about it was I couldn't believe how a director turned a scene about a turkey in a kitchen into one of the most suspenseful sequences that I'd seen in recent times. So I was very much looking forward to seeing him take on a full horror film. So I've been looking forward to It Comes at Night. I've been staying away from a lot of the marketing, a lot of the trailers. I only saw the teaser when it first premiered, and since then decided to stay away because I don't want anything spoiled. And I have to say, I am really glad I did, because I just watched the trailers, the second and third one, and they definitely give away the main conflict of this film. That after watching that, I expected that to be maybe the main setup of the film. That's really where the film heads. And I'm sorry to spoil that for you, but you're going to want to probably hear that before going to spend your money on seeing this, expecting one thing and getting another. So It Comes at Night follows this world where, I guess, we know a virus, a disease, something is spread, you get sick, you die. We have a family living in the middle of the woods. They come into contact with a second family, and while trying to help each other to navigate and survive this new world, there are also tensions that arise with trust and, well, we know how people work within harsh circumstances and close quarters. So I don't want to spoil anything else from there because we pretty much get the idea of where this is going to go. And that is my biggest problem with the film, is the story really only goes where you expect it to and nowhere else. And it's kind of just a long road getting there. This isn't your typical horror film. It's not the horror film for the mainstream crowd that's looking for the next It Follows or something. It isn't very scary. It's definitely a horror film in that there are horrors of human nature. It's about decisions and consequences. And if you're into that sort of dramatic horror, you'll enjoy it, as I did. I found it to be a very well done film. I definitely thought it was a technically good film. However, it was not an entertaining film. It's not one that I would say I'd really ever want to watch again. No, I don't ever want to see it. It Comes at Night again. But I do still think that it was very well made and incredibly well directed. I think this movie was pretty much just an excuse for a director to exercise his muscles, and while it wasn't exactly an entertaining film, it's just not entertaining. It's just so bleak and depressing that it isn't going to be very fun for a lot of people. However, I know at the same time there are going to be a lot of people that love it and are going to say, yes, this is definitely the next horror masterpiece. I mean, I can break it down pretty easily. If you hated The Witch or you loved The Witch, you're going to know how you feel about It Comes at Night. Because it's a very contained, small story that just plays out in a very realistic way. So, what's good about it? The directing is phenomenal. The acting is very good. Joel Edgerton straight up commands this film. However, the actor who plays his son, Calvin Harrison Jr., just really puts in a phenomenal performance here. You experience most of the story through him, and a lot of the horror. A lot of the horror comes from his dream sequences that he has. He's not really sleeping, so he's having these kind of lucid dreams, these nightmares. And while some of that is creepy, that's pretty much all that this film relies on for horror, aside from the spoilers that I will not get into. So, aside from that, it's just not the most entertaining film. And I just have to say that. It is a good film, maybe a necessary watch. It's just not one you're going to have fun with at all. Don't expect It Comes at Night to be fun. It's not fun. But I still, at the end of the day, would give it a 3 out of 5. I never watched it again, but it's still a good film. And I think it's important to support good original modern horror. I have to say, I think it's important to support that. So that's kind of why I like it, but you might not. You just might not. I just want to be honest about that. Thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you like this, feel free to subscribe and check out for any future reviews.